I'm 71 years old, and if there's one thing I could go back and change, it would be this. I lived for money, not for memories. And that has cost me everything. When I was young, the world seemed to have one clear message for me. Be responsible. Make money. Secure your future. It was a mantra chanted by my parents, my teachers, and society at large. The path was clear. Get a good education, land a solid job, climb the corporate ladder, and save every penny you can. Happiness, I was told, would follow. It was the promise of the good life. So I did exactly that. I studied hard, got into a respectable field, and started working. My entire focus was on my bank account. Every decision, from the career I chose to the hours I worked, was calculated to maximize my earnings. I saw promotions as milestones, not for personal growth, but for the salary bump that came with them. My friends and family cheered me on. They saw me as successful, responsible, a man who had his priorities straight. I believed it too. I thought that by building a fortress of financial security, I was building a fortress of happiness. I couldn't have been more wrong. Life became a relentless cycle of work and accumulation. I was the first one in the office and the last one to leave. I took on every extra shift, every side project, every opportunity to earn more. My career became my identity. Family dinners were missed for late-night meetings. Weekends were for catching up on emails, not for catching up with loved ones. My wife would suggest a vacation, a spontaneous weekend trip, or even just a day out. My first thought was always the cost. It's too expensive. I'd say we need to save. We need to invest. Hobbies felt like a waste of time and money. Spontaneous moments. There were liabilities, unplanned expenses that threatened my financial goals. I prioritized my investment portfolio over my relationships. I remember my son's school play. I had a big report due, a deal that could mean a significant bonus. I chose the deal. I told myself he would understand that I was doing it for his future, for our family's security. But the truth is, I was doing it for the numbers on a spreadsheet. My life became incredibly stable financially. I had a beautiful home, a healthy retirement account, and zero debt. But my home was often quiet. My emotional life was bankrupt. I had built a financial empire in an empty kingdom. The cost of this life isn't something you notice overnight. It's a slow, creeping regret that builds in the shadows, unnoticed, for decades. I was so focused on the future that I completely missed the present. And the present is where memories are made. I lost the chance to see my children grow up, not just physically, but emotionally. I missed the inside jokes, the scraped knees, the late night talks. I have photos of birthdays and holidays, but I was often just a ghost in them. Physically present, but mentally somewhere else. Thinking about work, about money. I can't get back the trips my friends took without me. The stories they shared that I was never a part of. I can't reclaim the adventures my wife wanted us to have. The mountains we never climbed. The oceans we never saw together. These are the moments that make up a life. They're the emotional currency that truly matters. I had all the security in the world, but no joy. I had impressive bank accounts, but no album of memories. The chairs at my dining table were expensive, but they were often empty. And that emptiness, it's a price no amount of money can ever repay. The moment it all hit me, the real moment of clarity, came a few months after my 71st birthday. I was sitting alone in my study, going through old photo albums. My wife had passed a few years earlier, and I was trying to feel close to her. I saw pictures of our wedding, of the kids when they were little. But then I stumbled upon a collection of photos from my old college friends. They had recently had a reunion, one I'd skipped because it seemed like a frivolous expense to travel for it. In the pictures, they were laughing, sharing stories, their faces filled with the richness of a life fully lived. They talked about backpacking trips, failed business ventures they laughed about now, and the simple joy of watching their grandchildren play. A sudden, crushing weight fell on me. I looked at my life, at my big, quiet house, at my stock portfolio reports on the desk. All this wealth, all this security I had spent a lifetime building. What was it for? I couldn't trade a single dollar for one of their shared memories. I couldn't buy back a single missed opportunity. In that moment, I understood. Wealth is useless if you forget to live. Money is a protector. It builds a roof over your head, puts food on the table, and keeps you safe from the storms of life. I'm not saying it isn't important. It is. But money doesn't fulfill you. It can't give you purpose. It can't make you laugh until you cry. It can't hold your hand when you're scared. Happiness doesn't come from a bank statement. It comes from experiences, from human connection, from joy, from adventure. It comes from the moments that make you feel alive. I had discipline. I was the most disciplined person I knew. But discipline without purpose just leads to an empty life. I was so disciplined in saving for a future I never planned how to enjoy. It's like building a beautiful, powerful ship, stocking it with the finest provisions, but then never leaving the harbor. The point of the ship is to sail, to explore, to face the sea. The point of life is to live it. So, here's my advice to you, from a man who has reached the end of his journey and sees his mistakes with painful clarity. Do not make the same ones. Do not prioritize money over your life. Please, hear me. Invest in your relationships. Call your parents. Play with your children. Take that trip with your friends. Pick up that hobby you've always been curious about. Learn to dance, to paint, to play an instrument. These are the investments that pay the highest dividends. These are the assets that will compound over time and create a fortune of joy. Money is a tool. It's a wonderful, useful tool. But it is not the goal. Use it to build a life, not just a bank account. You can have all the success in the world, but if you forget to live, that success will cost you everything that truly matters. I can't go back. I can't reclaim the decades I spent chasing dollars instead of moments. The past is gone, and that is a heavy burden to carry. But you can start today. You can choose differently. You can start living for memories right now. Don't wait until you retire. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. Create stories. Have adventures. Love deeply. Laugh loudly. Build a life so rich with memories that when you look back, you won't see spreadsheets and stock charts. You'll see a life well lived. Don't end up like me, an old man in a big house, rich in currency, but poor in spirit. Start building your true wealth today. Thank you for listening.